In 1991, the Indian economy opened its doors to the world. Almost overnight, global automotive titans like Ford, Toyota, and Suzuki flooded the market, ready to dominate local competitors. Stepping into this chaos was the newly appointed Deputy Managing Director, Anand Mahindra. The company's stock was plummeting, and several corporate raiders were quietly buying up shares to stage a hostile takeover. Internal issues were even more severe. A labor strike had paralyzed their Mumbai factory for 7 months. When Anand went to negotiate, aggressive workers literally locked him inside a factory office for 4 solid hours. Mahindra's core product line was also struggling to compete. They were manufacturing outdated, unrefined Jeeps for rural areas, while the new urban middle class demanded the modern features of foreign brands. Survival required a total structural shift in how the company operated. To navigate this crisis, Anand looked back to how the business was first forged during a massive historical catastrophe decades earlier. Back in the 1940s, brothers J.C. and K.C. Mahindra had built formidable reputations. J.C. served as India's first steel controller under the British government during the Second World War, while K.C. headed the Indian purchasing mission in the United States. Using their knowledge of industrial logistics, the brothers teamed up with a close friend and accountant, Malik Ghulam Muhammad. In 1945, they launched Mahindra and Muhammad to trade steel. 2 years later, the India-Pakistan partition disrupted everything. Muhammad moved across the new border to become Pakistan's first finance minister, abruptly dissolving the original partnership. The brothers were left with a broken company and a massive supply of pre-printed stationery stamped with the initials M&M. To avoid wasting the materials, they rebranded as Mahindra and Mahindra. K.C. used his wartime American connections to secure a deal to import parts and assemble the Willys Jeep for the new Indian Army. This single move successfully shifted the company from trading steel to manufacturing vehicles. This established a recurring pattern for the company. When an external shock destroyed their current business model, they used the disruption to enter and conquer a completely new industry. That adaptability was tested again during the License Raj, a period where the Indian government strictly capped production. Regardless of how high market demand climbed, Mahindra was restricted by law to producing just 10,000 tractors a year. This artificial limit forced the company to branch out. To keep growing, they had to invest in sectors entirely unrelated to vehicle assembly. They expanded into alloy steel through Mahindra Eugene. Later, in 1985, Anand Mahindra provided 4 lakh rupees to help a young Uday Kotak launch a finance firm, an investment that grew into one of India's largest private banks. Government restrictions inadvertently pushed Mahindra to become a diversified conglomerate, building a level of resilience that a single product company couldn't achieve. Returning to the 1990s, Anand realized that assembling foreign car parts was no longer a sustainable strategy. To survive, they had to build a vehicle entirely in-house. He recruited Pawan Goenka, a senior engineer at General Motors in the U.S. Goenka had decided to return to India after hearing a nostalgic ghazal song about missing home, and Anand put him in charge of their new R&D push. They launched the Scorpio project. It was a 600 crore rupee gamble, representing multiple years of company profits, and it was led by a team of engineers with an average age of just 27. Look at the correlation between Scorpio sales and the company's bottom line. Net profits climbed from 140 crore rupees in 2003 to over 1,000 crore by 2007. The Scorpio's massive financial success generated a surplus of capital. This provided the war chest Mahindra needed to begin acquiring specialized companies across the globe. Mahindra used that cash to initiate a series of aggressive acquisitions, buying up foreign firms to bypass decades of slow, organic growth. They didn't catch every opportunity. In 2008, Mahindra backed out of a deal to buy Jaguar and Land Rover due to high financial risk, allowing rival Tata Motors to step in and take the deal. However, they successfully acquired Pininfarina, a 90-year-old Italian design house famous for styling Ferraris. This move gave Mahindra immediate access to world-class luxury aesthetics of their future vehicle lineups. They also moved into the IT sector by acquiring Satyam Computers after a massive financial scandal. By merging the disgraced company into their own ecosystem, they created Tech Mahindra, a global software giant. By targeting distressed or highly specialized global assets, Mahindra transformed itself from a domestic automaker into a multinational conglomerate with a major presence in both luxury design and international IT. As the company grew, Anand Mahindra developed a calculated PR strategy, using his personal social media to connect with specific cultural moments in India. After Neeraj Chopra's Olympic gold, Anand gifted him a custom SUV marked with 87.58, his exact winning throw distance. This built immense brand loyalty. This grassroots marketing approach helped reposition the brand. Mahindra is no longer seen as just a manufacturer of heavy machinery, but as a modern symbol of Indian innovation. The modern conglomerate now operates in over 100 countries, with annual revenues exceeding 120,000 crore rupees, supported by the massive 124-acre Mahindra Research Valley. As the company faces its next major challenge, Tesla and the global shift toward electric vehicles, their history suggests that long-lasting businesses don't avoid crises. They use them as the catalyst to evolve.